All right, hey guys, Nick here. What's up? We're here at the Quartzsite show. It's Monday and look at the weather. All right, it's pretty crusty. It was raining yesterday, kind of been a bummer. Not a lot of people out and about. So I thought I would shoot a video. Somebody asked me for an update on the grow wad. Nathan's over here. What's up, bud?
They're still working.
They're still working, yeah.
So update for you.
So here's what I'm thinking, and it's been what, 2 years? It's been a while since I've done this. And so I have a few things that I have been thinking about since using it, but just as an overall, the grow watts are still working great. Like, I've had no problems with them this whole time. The only thing, and I mentioned this in my initial video, the only thing that I do not like is if the batteries run down, like so far, they will shut off. And I've never had that happen. Excuse me, I just hit you in the face. I talk with my hands, right? Never had that happen here in the Cougar because this battery that I made has been really, really good. So I have a video, and you can check that out right up here, of me putting together these batteries. What I have noticed though, is that if I could show you, this place was quite a mess, right? So I cleaned it out and put it on our rack. So I gotta throw all this back in there, but it needs to be kind of clean for you to see, right? I don't want it to be super messy. It is kind of still messy. Anyway, these batteries, I don't know if you can tell or not, but you see the gap between them? They've all kind of expanded a little bit. Yeah, they have like swelled a little. I've taken them apart and looked at them, and they all have really good charge still. They still last like the 320 amp hours that they're supposed to a piece. So I have tested them, balanced them, and all of that stuff. And I talk more about that in the battery video. So I would say that I'm still very pleased with the battery in and of itself. But with the solar system as a whole, what I've come to really like and then not like about it at the same time is kind of the same thing, okay? So I mentioned this in my initial video, is that when we get somewhere that has substandard power like 20 amps, if you plug it into the grow watt's going to want to try to run all of the AC power over that 20 watts. Over that 20 amps, sorry. It doesn't have the ability like the Victrons do to essentially boost the power up, or to use, basically what's happening when you do that, it's taking the 20 amps and using it as battery charging and then just inverting, right? So I wanted that to be able to happen here, and I've never been able to figure that out. So what I end up doing is I have all of the load on one basically, and then the other one is just being used as a battery charger. I can go into the settings and really set it down really low, like how many amps it's going to use to charge the battery, and that way I can have this one use utility, and you could tell right now it's using utility. You can have this one use utility and this one just be inverting. So you come in and mess with the settings a lot and then get the desired outcome from it, right? But I would say for like a person that doesn't like messing with settings, it wouldn't be very ideal. So if I was to sell this rig, which I'm thinking about doing, I would want to make sure that the person who got the rig understood the settings in there and how to change different settings and all of that. And then with that though, it makes it a very well-rounded system. I get tons of power out of it. I've never had one of these overload from running a load on them. They're 3,000 watts a piece. And yeah, they've just worked really, really well. Never had any errors or anything like that. They just chug along. So I'm very happy with them, but it's just using it in an RV when I could see that it's designed to be like off-grid, kind of retrofitting it for the RV makes it a little bit of a challenge when you want to use that 20 amp service. Other than that, I really like how they're working. Now, if I were to do it again, I think I would definitely do the used solar panels because I've seen really good results from them, but I don't know if I would go with the grow watt again. I think I would seriously consider looking into the Victron just for the power boost feature.
Do you put your finger here when you get zapped?
No.
Ow!
You didn't get zapped. That's 24 volts. It's not enough to zap you. Now, if I was to put like on both of these, like wet hand, then yeah, that might hurt. That's not something I really want to try.
Do it. Put it in the comments below. Do it.
No. Yeah, no thanks. So have you ever done that? Lick both fingers, tap them on. I've done it on 12 volts, and I don't remember anything happening on 12 volts. 24 volts, I've never tried it. And that's not something I really want to try. I don't like people used to take the 9 volts. Have you ever done that? Do that, and they go, ooh, whoa, that one's good, right? I've never really liked that personally. I have one time when I was a kid, I took apart a TV and there was like this suction cup on the side. I don't know what it's called. If you know what it's called, let me know. But those things have immense power to them. It's like you touch, or we get into it, right? Or if you tap the metal part on the end of a spark plug, it's like, whoa, that's a good one. Ice cream, what time is it?
Yeah, but we'll just stick it in the freezer.
Oh, I suppose.
It's better
You have
than
some money?
waiting.
You have some
Yeah,
dollars?
please.
I don't have any money on me. I have to go get some. How much is it? All right, go. Okay, so it's getting a little busier. But some of my last thoughts, what I do still like about this whole system is I like the cleanliness of it, right? You got the wires that go in, you got the wires that come out to the battery. I mean, it's just very simple. I liked the simplicity of it. Now, I think with the Victron, correct me if I'm wrong, you have the Victron, then you also have your solar charge controller that goes along with it. So you just have wires kind of going all over the place. One thing I really liked about this is that it did it all in one. Okay, all right, boys are gonna get some ice cream. Let me bring you upstairs and see if there's anything up there we want to talk about. We're here at the Quartzsite show, of course. We're showing off the Insty Connect. That's our new Insty Squared. Really exciting stuff, but here they are. These panels, I mean, they've worked really well, and you can see they fit really well on our rig right here. Personally, I would still recommend looking into used solar panels, but just make sure that you're getting a solar panel that has good, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically, it's watts per size, okay? So like these are rather large. They're 185 watt panels. Take the size of like a new panel and compare it to the size of a used panel that you're gonna get, because on an RV, you have limited space. So you wanna have a good compact solar panel that will get you lots of power. Like those may be the same size as this, and those could be two like 300 watt ones, right? So you get more power, you know, per panel. So yeah, that would be probably my biggest suggestion. If we were to outfit our next rig, and you know, I would take the measurement of the roof and see how much space I have up there, and then see what they have for used panels. If they have good used compact, very dense panels, then I would definitely look into them. Otherwise, you could go, if you want to get the most bang for your buck, you could go with something like this.
It's the most solar I have ever seen in my
Right there. This guy is our neighbor. And look at that, right over there. I believe that's around 6,000 watts of power, right? He's a professional solar install with the racking and everything. I mean, that's huge. That's the most solar I've ever seen. And they're a cool family. We got to meet them. And I actually want to do a video and show you their system too. So I'm going to do that in the next video. So if you're brand new here, here's our initial 50 amp solar video. Still working really great. Still really like it. And if you're looking to save some money, definitely check that out, because as long as you don't mind fiddling with the settings on the Grow Watt, it's still a very, very good system. Now, if you want to see like a real big system, we're going to check out that one next door, so be sure to subscribe so that you get the video when I put that one out, all right? So this is, of course, sponsored by Insty Connect, the world's best internet system. It's our family business. That's why we're on the road, to share the word. We want to become the #1 on the road internet provider, because we love being on the road. We know where these guys want to go, and we want to provide really good connectivity while they're out doing what they love. Hope you're having a great day. Talk to you soon. Bye.